Most of the mainstream cruise lines are deploying more and more new technology. Most of this is through their smartphone apps for pre-cruise check-in as well as onboard conveniences. But it is just not limited to the apps. There's a lot of new technology on board, and we'll review what you need to know as you plan your next cruise vacation. Today on See More Seas. Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about all the things that you need to do to plan your cruise using the cruise line's technology. You'll want to register on their website. You'll want to download the app so you can start reserving dining, purchase your excursions, do your pre-cruise check-in. But we'll also talk about all of the rest of the onboard technology, such as new advancements in the theaters, in new entertainment venues, in bar service, and even smart elevators. Hi, I'm Doug, and this is See More Seas. This is a cruise tips and planning channel where I hope to help you and your family pick, plan, and enjoy your next cruise vacation. If you do find this video helpful in any way, please do give it that thumbs up, and as always, consider subscribing. Thanks so much for stopping in, and let's get started. Let's start out by talking about the cruise line app. Now, many of these apps were available pre-cruise shutdown due to COVID. However, during that shutdown period, the features of the apps grew and they added a lot of functionality to make the restart much more smooth and the customer experience better. So many of these features were being able to add all of your health vaccination information through the cruise line website as well as the app, uploading all of your documents, taking a picture for your profile, and many, many others, including being able to take a look at all of the entertainment options, what the daily activities might look like, and also being able, on some cruise lines, able to make reservations for those entertainment options or even for dining pre-cruise. You'll also have, as it gets closer to embarkation, you're going to be able to access directions to the port, your arrival time window appointment, as well as that health questionnaire that you have to submit the morning of embarkation prior to arriving at the port. I find that the cruise line app these days is an absolute requirement. You're going to be able to have a much more smooth embarkation as well as be very, very well informed on what you need to bring with you at the port and what can be uploaded digitally and accessed through the app, including your boarding pass, which is normally a barcode or a QR code that you can show the personnel at the port as you embark the ship. So since the cruise line app is pretty much a necessity these days, when you get on board is when you really take advantage of the app. Now, one of the things that you'll find on the app is that the daily activities are always listed with the times and locations. And this is very, very important because some of the cruise lines have stopped giving out the paper versions of the daily planner, but they're normally always available from your room steward or at a desk by guest services. One of the other popular features of the cruise line app while you're on board is dining. So you'll be able to see the menus for the various main dining rooms as well as for the specialty restaurants. You'll be able to book those specialty restaurants, and you'll also be able to change or create a reservation for your My Time or Anytime dining through the app while on board. I still do recommend that if you have the opportunity that you do all of this pre-cruise either on the app or through the cruise line website. Along with daily activities, you're also going to find all of the entertainment options on board throughout the day. Where are the different ensembles playing, in what bars, what venues, what outside deck will you find the entertainment that you're looking for or any of the games that you might want to participate in. One of the new features that people are really enjoying on cruises while using the app is the messaging function. Royal Caribbean just actually made an announcement here in the last week that they are dropping the $2 charge per person for messaging, and it is now going to be free of charge. Most other cruise lines allow you to do this chat feature for free. Now, you can add all of the members of your traveling party on there, and as you go through your cruise, you can actually add other guests that you meet and become friends with and want to stay in touch with throughout the day while on board. One of the other nice features that people are really loving is the Princess Medallion technology, where due to COVID, they implemented location tracking and proximity tracking through their location services as part of their medallion technology. Most other cruise lines have now implemented this as well. Princess takes it a bit further, and you're able to actually order drinks and food utilizing this technology, and the server will come find you and know exactly where you are to deliver that item that you've ordered through the app. These also, like for Celebrity, the phone app will allow you to use it as a key card. Most of the other apps do this as well, but on the Edge class ships, it actually acts as your thermostat controls. It operates your automatic blinds and curtains, as well as acts as your TV remote. So this is a really cool feature, and the Celebrity Edge class is becoming a smart ship. All of the cruise lines have strengths and weaknesses as it pertains to their app. Some are better than others, some have more functionality than others, so please let me know what your favorites are and from what cruise line. I'd love to hear your responses. I will also note here that the cruise line apps are free to use. All you need to do once you get on board is to connect to the ship's Wi-Fi. You do not have to have an internet package, either the basic or the streaming, to utilize the app. It is an intranet within the ship connected to the ship's Wi-Fi, allowing you to utilize the app while on board free of charge. So one of the great features that came out of the pandemic shutdown, upon restart, Royal Caribbean introduced Muster Drill 2.0. A lot of the cruise lines, almost all of them, followed suit on their app, and they had what was commonly referred to as an e-muster drill. If you're familiar with cruising, this is the safety briefing where in the past you would all have to go to the same assembly station location that's on the face of your key card and stand there all together in a group to hear the safety briefing and to learn how to put on your life jacket. Well, this had been completely revamped, and you were able to go through that same information while you were boarding the ship or while you boarded the ship on your cruise line app, watch the safety video, hear how the horns sound when there's an emergency, and also see a demonstration of putting on your life vest. Once you were able to watch all of those, the app confirmed that you had completed that, and you're able to go to your assembly station within a 3 to 4 hour time period in the afternoon, get your key card scanned, and that was all that you had to do. It was very seamless, and it mitigated all of those large crowds that met together for an extended period of time. So obviously they were trying to implement social distancing there. Unfortunately, a few of the cruise lines have decided, due to what we hear are staffing issues, that they're going back to the old method. Both Disney and Norwegian Cruise Lines have gone back to the in-person muster drills, and it is causing a big stir and is not very popular with passengers. I was just recently on an MSC cruise where you were able to watch the safety video in your stateroom. Once it was completed, you dialed an extension on your phone and it confirmed that you had completed the video. Unfortunately, they then instructed everyone to go to their assembly station at the exact same time. So the hallways and stairways were completely packed full of people, and it was mayhem. And it was kind of ridiculous that they did the e-muster, but then made everybody get together in a large group for an extended period of time. It didn't work very well. So hoping that they work out the kinks in this very, very soon. Let's talk now about additional technology that you're going to find on board that is outside of the app. The first one I want to talk about is Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is going to be available on almost all ships these days, and many times they're throwing in the Wi-Fi package as part of your base cruise fare. Now, normally, unless you're in a suite, this is going to be the basic low-speed Wi-Fi, the surfing package, which is good for email, Facebook, Twitter, your basic messaging apps. These are going to work pretty well on your basic Wi-Fi. If you are inside of your cabin, sometimes you might get a dead zone, or even on your balcony. Public spaces are normally the best for the surfing Wi-Fi, but it gets the job done if you just want to stay minimally connected to home. Now, the other services are going to be a high-speed Wi-Fi internet package, which is normally called either premium or streaming. This is going to allow you to stream music. It's going to be able to stream videos. You can watch YouTube videos on the streaming package, and sometimes you can even do FaceTime, Zoom calls, whatever you might want to do. So if you're working remotely while on a cruise, get the premium package because you'll probably be able to be more successful with that. Now, some good news, as I mentioned in my last video on some of the cruise line cutbacks, one of the things that they're adding is the Starlink satellite internet service for marine vessels. This has been approved, and it is high-speed internet. It's the Elon Musk Starlink internet, and it was first rolled out on most of the Royal Caribbean ships, and now is going on celebrity ships as well. Norwegian has announced that they are adding this, as well as all of the Carnival brands. There is a small American cruise line that does a lot of riverboat tours as well as regional ocean tours, American Cruise Lines, that is going to have this fully implemented on their entire fleet of riverboats and regional ocean voyage ships. Other technology that I would like to mention is the wearable devices that a few cruise lines are using, Princess being the most prevalent. Their Princess Medallion is very, very powerful. It's fantastic technology. I've mentioned it before on this video that it has a lot of features and functionality. Now, one of the things that you can do with this is that you can wear it as a necklace. There's all these accessories. There's watch bands that you can utilize, and this acts as your key card to unlock your door. It also acts as your onboard spending account. Your credit card is linked to that, as well as the location services and all of the other items that I have previously mentioned. So the Princess Medallion is a fantastic technology, and then wristbands are also becoming prevalent in that Royal Caribbean is bringing back its Magic Band, and also Virgin Voyages has a bracelet that does the same thing. I actually have my Virgin Voyages bracelet right here. I'll show you a picture of it, and we found it very, very easy to use and very, very nice because you don't have to worry about bringing that darn key card with you every time. I will also state that if you've been on many of the modern cruise ships, many of them have that little slot inside your door, which you have to put your key card in to get electricity. When you're wearing these wearable devices, which are your electronic devices for unlocking your door and utilizing for other features, you will not have to do that. So it is one nice thing about having the wearable technology on board a cruise ship. Another new form of technology on cruises is implemented by Carnival. Now, Carnival has some new elevators in many of their new ships which are destination focused, meaning that you select the floor from a touchpad screen outside the elevators, and all of the passengers that want to go to that section are directed towards a certain elevator bank so that everybody doesn't have to stop at every single floor. If you are on floor 3 and you want to go up to floor 14, so people that are going to 11, 12, 13, 14 might be on the same elevator, but those that are going to the middle decks will be on a different elevator. This is very, very prevalent in high rises, and it works very, very well. It's a little bit new to understand how to use, but the feedback has been overly positive as it relates to these destination-focused elevator banks. Another area of technology innovations are all of the theme park rides on cruise ships. You've now got Norwegian Cruise Lines with a racetrack, many decks high in some situations on the newer ships, and then you've also got roller coasters on a few of the new Carnival ships. It's absolutely amazing. On the Mega Royal Caribbean ships, you have outstanding water parks and water slides. Disney does a good job with these water slides as well. You've also have from Royal Caribbean, you have got the North Star and the flight simulator, skydiving simulator on the Quantum class ships. Those look pretty cool. I can't wait to try them out. And on the new MSC ship, Seaside, you have the Robotron, I would guess you would call it kind of carnival ride. I'm not really sure. It's not a roller coaster, but it shakes you up and down and spins you around. And all the reports coming out of that ship seem to be very high marks for that theme park ride on top of a cruise ship. Some of the new technology that's coming out on cruise ships have to do with the new innovative theaters. Now, Celebrity Edge Class has absolutely fantastic, huge LED panels behind the stage that projects images and music and all sorts of lighting effects to complement the performers on the stage. Now, Holland America Line, on their newer ships, they have something very, very similar. It's kind of a theater in the round. And if you've ever been on one of these ships and have done the BBC Earth with accompaniment by the Lincoln Center Stage Orchestra, it is something to behold. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, there are also other alternative venues on many of the newer cruise ships that have to do with acrobatics, aerialists coming out of the ceiling. You've got the MSC's Carousel Circus show that was something that I've never seen at sea, and it was absolutely a breathtaking show, and it blew me away. You've got on Celebrity Edge Class, you've got the Club, which is also a very innovative space that does a lot of the aerialist and acrobatic shows in there as well. And they make use of like Chinese dragon puppets on sticks that I thought was just fantastic. And then there's Virgin Voyages The Manor. The Manor has really risque drag shows. Remember, it's adults only, as well as dancing into the wee hours of the morning. And I have to tell you, by walking past this venue, you cannot really hear what's going on inside. It's very, very soundproof and was a really wild venue to visit. You've also got Royal Caribbean's 270 on the Quantum class ships. This is at the very aft of the ship, and it also has these very large LED panels that move up and down and turn and come together to form a spectacular visual experience. If you've ever seen it, I would love to hear what you thought about that. There's got to be others out there, so please let me know in the comments below what your favorite alternative new technological advancement has been done in the entertainment venues. So there you go, everybody. That is a review of the new technology on board cruise ships. I do believe that the cruise line app is an absolute necessity. So if your cruise line has one, make sure that you download that as soon as you book so you can begin all of your planning. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it that thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. As always, thanks for stopping in, and I'll see you again soon.